Welcome to Magic Tale World, where every story comes alive with wonder. Let's open the book and begin our adventure together.
Once upon a time, nestled in a cozy little village, lived a boy named Leo. Every night, Leo would gaze out his window, not at the sparkling stars, but at the big, friendly moon. It was his best friend. "Hello, moon," he'd whispered, and he was sure the moon would shimmer a little brighter, just for him. One evening, a terrible storm rolled in. Dark, grumpy clouds covered the sky, completely hiding the moon. Leo waited and waited, but his friend didn't appear. The next night was the same, and the next. The village grew dim, and everyone felt a little sad without the moon's gentle glow. Leo missed his friend terribly. The moon must be lost, he thought, or maybe it's trapped behind those big, gray clouds. He knew he had to do something. So, with a heart full of courage and a small lantern in his hand, Leo decided to go on an adventure to find his lost friend. He packed a small bag with a warm blanket, a piece of his mother's sweet apple pie, and a map he had drawn of the sky. He tiptoed out of his house, his little feet making soft pitter-patter sounds on the cobblestone path. "Don't worry, moon," he whispered to the dark sky. "I'm coming to find you." His journey took him through the whispering woods, where the trees seemed to lean in and share secrets. He met a wise old owl with big, round eyes. "Hoo, where are you going, little one?" hooted the owl. "I'm looking for the moon," Leo explained. "He's lost behind the clouds." The owl blinked slowly. "The clouds are strong," it hooted, "but a brave heart is stronger. Follow the path where the fireflies dance. They will light your way." Leo thanked the owl and followed the twinkling lights of the fireflies, which danced around him like tiny, floating stars, guiding him deeper into the forest. He then came to a rushing river, too wide and fast to cross. Sitting on a rock was a family of friendly beavers. "What's the trouble, little traveler?" chattered the father beaver. Leo pointed across the water. "I need to get to the other side to find the moon." The beavers huddled together, their flat tails slapping the water. "We can help," they squeaked. In a flash, they gnawed at a fallen log, pushing and pulling until it formed a perfect bridge across the river. Leo walked carefully across the log bridge, waving goodbye to his new friends. "Thank you. Call it out." Finally, Leo reached the bottom of the tallest mountain in the land, its peak so high it tickled the sky. He knew the clouds were tangled around the top. This was it. He had to climb it. The climb was tough. The wind whistled and pushed against him, and the rocks were steep and slippery. Leo felt his legs start to wobble, and he felt a little scared. He sat down for a moment, took a bite of his apple pie, and looked down at his little village, which looked like a tiny toy town. From so high up, he remembered why he was there. For his friend, the moon. Taking a deep breath, he started climbing again, one careful step at a time. He climbed higher and higher until he was above the treetops, above the birds, and finally, he was in the clouds themselves. It was like walking through a thick, gray fog. It was cold and damp, and he couldn't see a thing. "Moon, moon, where are you?" It cudged out, his voice echoing in the mist. He kept walking, his small lantern casting a tiny circle of light around him. Suddenly, he bumped into something soft and round. He looked up, and through the wisps of gray, he saw a faint, gentle light. It was the moon. But it wasn't shining brightly. It looked tired and sad, tangled in the thick, gray clouds, like a kite caught in a tree. "I found you!" Leo cried happily. The moon seemed to glow a little brighter at the sound of his voice. "I was so worried," Leo said. "These clouds won't let you go." Leo knew what he had to do. He stood as tall as he could, took the deepest breath he had ever taken, and he blew. He blew with all his might, puffing his cheeks out. P-S-S-S-H-H-H. A small wisp of cloud drifted away. He took another breath, even deeper this time, and blew again. Whew! A bigger chunk of cloud broke off and floated away. He blew and blew and blew. The clouds didn't like it. They swirled and grumbled. But Leo didn't stop. He was determined to free his friend. Slowly but surely, the clouds began to thin. The moon's light grew stronger and stronger, pushing back against the grayness. With one final, mighty puff from Leo, the last of the thick clouds scattered, revealing the moon in all its glorious silver light. "You did it." The moon seemed to sing, its light beaming down on Leo. It shone so brightly that the entire mountaintop was bathed in a beautiful, silvery glow. Leo cheered and jumped for joy. The moon's light created a sparkling, magical slide made of moonbeams, stretching all the way from the mountaintop, right back to Leo's bedroom window. "Wow!" Leo gasped. He sat on the edge, a little nervous, but excited. He slid down the moonbeam, whizzing through the night sky, past the twinkling stars. It felt like the best ride in the whole world. He landed softly on the rug in his room, just as the sun was beginning to peek over the horizon. He was tired, but so happy. He looked out his window one last time. The moon was high and bright in the fading night sky. It gave one last, brilliant shimmer, as if to say, "Thank you, my brave little friend." From that day on, the bond between Leo and the moon was stronger than ever. And every night, when Leo looked out his window, he knew that even if clouds came, his friend was just behind them, and he knew just what to do to help. We hope you enjoyed the story of Leo and his adventure to save the moon. It shows us that even the smallest person can make a big difference with a little bit of courage and a lot of heart. If you loved this story, please give us a big thumbs up. Share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe for more wonderful adventures. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching Magic Tale World. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more magical adventures tomorrow. See you next time!